State versus state is happening this weekend. So I was going to go over a little bit of the rules and kind of show you some of the different things that you can do whenever you are working on state versus state. So SVS. Um, when you click over on the left-hand side, the flag that's blinking with the red banner on it, you can go to SVS, which is at the top. As you can see live right now, the SVS for my state will be starting in 12 hours and 17 minutes. And because I've been part of several different states at the same time, I've had accounts in other states. SVS doesn't start at the exact same time for every state. So just be aware of that. It was only 2 hours off last time that I was part of a different state. All of my accounts are currently in the same state, though. All right, so obviously SVS isn't currently happening right now. The purpose of this part of the video is for me to just go over the rules so that people can start understanding what can be done. Now, point value is a huge thing during SVS. You can accumulate points by doing lots of different things. You can work with your other team members, not only in your alliance, but also in your state. It's very important to create a strategy if you want one. This particular page in the SVS banner section is the event page, and this just goes over the points you can get. First of all, you can occupy buildings for personal points and state points. Just like Carnival, you have your personal points and you have your alliance points, and that's the same for Bull Gang. Pretty much all the different events that you have personal points and alliance points, group points, state points. So for SVS, you have your personal points and state points. So you can get personal points by occupying the rival government building, and you can also accumulate points for the state. Same with the state government building, the county building, and this shows you how many points you can get per minute that you're occupying it. All right. You can also get points by killing troops of the rival state enemy. You can kill troops either in your own state or in the other state, because you can port between the two. Now, when it comes down to attacking the outlaw, it says exactly attack level 1 rival state outlaw once. So you have to be in the rival state in order to kill the outlaw and get the points. So if you stay in your own state and start hitting outlaws, you won't get any points. I learned this the hard way when I was brand new, and I had a lot of stamina built up, and I was hitting people, hitting outlaws and minions, and I felt pretty stupid. The gather section is also gathering in the rival state, so that's very important. Okay. You need to be in the other state in order to collect points. Most people go for the silver, or what they now call the coin, because as you can see, it's the highest amount of points. But be careful when you're gathering over there. You're gonna you're gonna get hit. You're gonna get tile hit, and it's not the funnest thing. So when you're gathering, from my experience, you have to gather 10,000 in coin. So what I do when I'm gathering, because since I'm a farmer, I don't really fight very much in SVS. I'm just not focused on fighting. I enjoy doing the farming stuff, but I will fight in AVA and other things. Because in AVA, you lose troops, but after the event's over, same with Bull Gang, same with Ghost Town, you will get all the troops back. You'll get everything back. So you can lose everything and get completely depleted, but then get everything back after the event's over when it comes to your troops. Going back to gathering during SVS, you can have, so I'm TC 21, Town Center 21 with Knitter. And so I have 5 marches that I can send out to gather. So I'll send out to gather in one section and say I'm gathering on 1 silver and then 3 other silvers, and I have a march free. And I have 4,000 on one, 3,000 on another, and another 3,000 on another. That means at that time, I have 10,000 that I'm gathering. And if I pull my troops back, you would think that you would get 1,500 points, but that's incorrect. You have to gather 10,000 in coin from 1 tile deposit of silver or any of the other ones in order to accumulate the 1,500 points. So I hope that makes sense. You can't gather, you can't count together all the different tiles that you are on, and when you pull your troops back, it does not count. You have to have full 10,000. So what I do is when I'm gathering, I actually watch my town gathering, because if I get tile hit, I want to be able to pull my troops back so I can still get the tile or still get the resource that I'm gathering. Because when you get tile hit, you lose everything that you have started to collect, if that makes sense. So that's getting state points, and you can also get the same, pretty much the same points for personal as well. It's kind of cool, you know, as you get points. I like to go straight for level 4 outlaws, because as you can see, the higher amount you get, so level 4, just hitting them, just attacking a level 4, you get 1,600 points. But if you were to attack a level 1, you only get 100 points. Right now, I have researched enough to do my top hits are level 4. And if you kill a level 4, that's 1,800 points. And if you're attacking outlaws in the other state, your shield's not going to drop. You can hit as many outlaws as you are able to have stamina. And so gathering takes longer, but the higher level of the tile, the faster it will gather. So if you jump over and you're on level 1 silvers, it's going to gather slower than a level 2. If you guys haven't ever gathered in an SVS, go over to the rival state and gather. Now, on a side note, your teleport only lasts about, I think, 3 or 4 hours. I can't remember. So let's actually go up to the top here, and we're gonna click on the banner at the top on the far right side. Has that little eye, the icon button. We're gonna click on that, and let's look at it. SVS event is a competition for states to teleport and occupy one another to compete for the supremacy and the ultimate prize. So whoever wins gets the gold mines. So we'll talk about that if my SVS wins, or excuse me, if my state wins, I will show you the gold mines. We've won the last couple, but haven't here. So it says right here, the gold mines will refresh on the map in about 3 hours after the event, okay? I talked about personal rewards. All right. I already got a notification in mail saying that I have 2 state teleports. I didn't play in SVS last month because I was busy working, So I've still have state teleports from last month, but they can only be used for SVS events. So, like, if you wanted to permanently move to another state, those do not count for permanent moves. But I'm trying to find in here how long the teleport lasts. So once I find that answer, it looks like it's actually not in here. I think the state teleport only lasts 3 or 4 hours. Please do not quote me on this, because I'm not finding it here. I wanted to give you guys an actual, it's exactly 4 hours, it's exactly 3 hours. All right. Now, the special rules, when you're trying to score points, the more troops you send, the more points you're going to receive. And remember, this is per minute, okay? The points you get per minute will reach max points that showed on the interface when the amount of your encamped armies reach 100,000. So just be aware of all these rules. If you guys don't realize that all of this information is here, I would recommend you going into each one of your buildings, looking at all of the eyes, because you can get a lot of useful information outside of me telling you, because I'm literally just sitting here reading you these different ones. So it talks about if your sheriff is captured and blah, blah, blah. Going back to the teleport, if you've been in the other state for the amount of time that the teleport lasts, actually, let me go into my mail and see if I can find how long the teleport lasts. Oh, there it is. The question is answered right there. Nope. That's about the mines. The gold mines. Numerous enemies are going to invade your homeland. To fully support the fight, you have a cross-state teleport. Where does it say? Okay, it doesn't say how long the cross-state teleport lasts. I swear it's like 3 or 4 hours. If you are gathering, if you are in the other state, gathering or attacking people, and your teleport, it times out, you're automatically ported back to your current state, your actual state. And if the spot that you left when you were in your hive or wherever you were at in your state was taken by a minion or something, or a tile of food or another resource or a wicked gang or whatever might pop up, a gang of bandits, if that spot is left, the game will give you a teleport so that you don't sacrifice one that you purchased or whatever. It's kind of a nice thing that the game gives you. I'm sorry that I can't find the actual answer to how long the state teleport lasts. Goodness. I'm sorry, the cross-state teleport. Why do I keep hitting home? All right. You can earn points for your state, and eventually if you do win, and you can see that with the blue and red section up here. So my state is state 20, and you can watch it live. It lasts for 24 hours, SVS. Once you win, you'll get the gold mines. And if we win, I'll show you that as well. All right, so you can then have your own personal goals, and as you reach the point values, you can get more and more rewards. So it's nice because you have 5 levels here. And another thing that's great is people can donate to you so that you can actually get these rewards as well. Because there's a lot of people that will get well over 136,000, but that's not hard to do. Like, I've done this, and I'm not a fighter. I've never fought on a regular basis in SVS. So I'm coming at you with this game. I have fun doing this game, and I'm not a fighter. You don't have to fight in order to have fun in this game. Sportsmanship is really fun because you can also make friends. What I don't like is when something happens, like someone hits me, it's aggravating when they zero you out and they're just being a jerk about it. But at the same time, that's kind of the name of the game. You will get hit if your shield goes down, because there are people out there that's all they focus on is hunting and building their force and making sure their force kill is higher too. But I mentioned in a previous video in SVS, I was home in my home state and I saw someone from the other state gathering silver. So I tile hit him. When I tile hit him, I lost my shield. He started hitting me. I camped my sheriff. I camped my a lot of my troops, and I started teleporting around before I camped my sheriff because I was attacking him. My sheriff was already actually attacking him. Then another member from his state came and saw that I was fighting and started hitting me as well. And I got a lot of force kill. But I messaged the guy and he messaged me and I said, that was fun. And you know what he said? He said, I was one of the first ones that messaged him and actually was kind. There's no need to be so rude and mean, but there's so much negativity in this game. People get so offended so easily. So just be aware of that. Sportsmanship, guys. It's a thing. Let's try to use it. So going back to our personal points, there's lots of personal points that you can get up. Then the rank button will show you what the rank rewards will be when your points reach the top ranks. You'll get those abundant rewards. It's pretty cool. This is the rank if you are the top players. So now you can also get points with your alliance. So in SVS, you have 3 ways to get points. And it's similar to Carnival. Everybody that's accumulating points will add to the alliance points and you'll get your rewards. Our alliance always we have some really big players and they're constantly they're constantly building to the point that they definitely get the 114,000. On this tab is where you can donate to your fellow alliance members so that they can add points. During these events, we have several players that will be like, I have an excess of points, who wants them? That doesn't mean you lose them from your count, but you can donate to help someone else who might not be a big player. Personally, I have a lot of people donating points to me because I'm not a bigger player. Even though to some of you who are newer, my 75,000, I'm actually at 76 million right now. That might be big to you, but for a lot of people in our alliance, I am a smaller player. A lot of people in this state, I am a teeny tiny player. I mean, I'm minuscule compared to some people. When I hit 1 million, oh man, I think I might wet myself because I would be so excited. All right, going back to SVS, make sure you are aware of where you can accumulate points. It's hard to occupy these buildings without help. Doing it by yourself is not an option. You need to work together, okay? Also during SVS, if you are occupying the other state, you can click in your chat box and you can chat in their state chat. So the state chat is only for the state you're currently presiding in. And so if you're in your current state during SVS, you can be seeing people posting from the other state because they're occupying the state that you're in. So just be aware of that. All right, I'm going to cut this right now, and I will be back in just a little bit. showing you a little bit of live action from our SVS. All right, thanks. All right, I am going to head over to the other state and kill some outlaws. All right, currently right now I am at 0 points with my alliance. But it looks like our alliance has already completed all of our tasks. We are currently winning, so I'm pretty sure that we will be able to get those. All right, so I'm going to focus on hitting just level 4s. All right, so level 4 outlaws. So what I usually do is I click on enter rival state in the banner, and then I just look over close to the city center and I port over, and there's a level 4 right there, so I'm going to move. Beware, I have 4 because I didn't use any last SVS, and I'm going to attack. So the reason why I'm just doing single ones is because the point value can be higher each hit, each time you attack. So if you do the max attack, then you'll only get the point value of 1 max attack, if that makes sense. Other people do the same thing. It looks like someone has done one there. Usually there's always level 4s around the main government building in the other state, so I don't go too far. All right. I had got some stamina earlier, so let's add it so I can hit it as many times as I can. All right, so as I did the other video about outlaws, I'm going to click on all of the lowest heroes with the points in the bottom right hand corner, so that hopefully I can help increase their abilities as well. Right. Look at that. Did exactly what I was hoping. Now, keep hitting. So, I mean, there are ways to get points for your state during SVS without actually fighting. One of our other players was telling us earlier that when he gathers, he puts a lot of troops on like silver tiles, and so if someone were to come tile hit them, he would actually get kills because he said he puts 400,000 on one tile to collect, and it really does make a difference on being able to kill actual troops in SVS with your shield still up. I mean, there's benefits. People that learn tricks, it's a really nice thing to be able to learn these tricks. What I usually do is during SVS, I work nights, so I'm up during weird hours when there's not very many people around. So it's kind of the witching hour. No one's really doing very much. I will come in with all my accounts and go through hitting outlaws, and I usually try to work it out so that I can deplete one with one account. Like I'm working on this 4 right now, Granted, I only have 20 minutes and 32 seconds left, but there's no possible way I'm going to be able to go through all my accounts and kill him before that happens. I might be able to do the 3, but I only have 1,000 left. So I'm done with Knitter and killing outlaws. And so I didn't really add very much. I'm not going to do very much in this SVS, but I will try to collect some silver. And so let's go find some silver, because that's another thing that you can do. Because I'm looking, sorry, I didn't mean to press that button. I meant to press the SVS. So just hitting the outlaws just for that little bit of time, I was able to get 1,600 points. So right now I need quite a bit more to get to the total in rewards. So look at all the gold that I got. So that's awesome. Hopefully I can get the next 2 levels. And if not, what I usually do is I'll go through my other accounts and just hit outlaws with my other accounts, because except for Georgie, who actually does have troops that I can gather, in order to get the benefits, I'll get all the points I can with my bank and my farms by killing outlaws, and then I'll donate those points to Knitter and Georgie. This is the first SVS that I have had both Knitter and Georgie in the same state. So they're both my fighting accounts. Granted, I don't really fight with them very much. Anyways, so remember the point values to get coin. So I can get 1,500 points by just doing that. But I actually got more points by attacking an outlaw. So it takes less time to attack a rival state outlaw one time than it would to gather 10,000 in coin. So, I mean, I have a little bit of gold. I could probably buy some more stamina. Let's buy 20 more of stamina. And let's attack a couple more times. Why the hell not, right? All right. Get some more points while I can. But I do want to show you gathering and just some tricks and whatnot. Something that I really like that a lot of people don't realize is an option when you're looking at the map is I'll show you here in a second. I'm just gonna deplete my stamina, just try to hit as many times as I can. Oh look, see, I'm leveling up my heroes. Those hero upgrades are good. Killing lots of birds with one stone, right? Alrighty, let's do this. Switch them around. I like to make sure I'm using the heroes that can get some upgrades, some good upgrades. Play smart, play harder, play smarter, not harder is the phrase. Okay, it looks like I've totally depleted that. I do have enough to possibly hit. Nope, not quite enough to hit a level 3. I could hit a level 2. Why not hit a level 2? Let's hit level 2. I have enough. Why not? Alright, so let's go check and see my points. I have 22,700 points. Okie dokie. Alright, so what I was telling you earlier is I'm going to click on the map in the upper right hand corner, the map icon. And as you can see, I'm in the other state. Our state has overtaken every single building in this other state. And so when you go to look at one, TNT has taken over the main government building. Now, I'm going to enter it by showing you who's in there and whatnot. All right. So when you click on the map in the upper right hand corner, something that some people don't realize, which is not showing on this option. I apologize, probably because it's SVS. So that's my bad. All right, I'm going to be looking for some silver. Okay. And when you are doing SVS, you'll notice that the towns look different. So these are towns from the rival state. So these are state 16 towns. And look at that right there. That's one of the players from state 20. So you see how the towns look a little different. The towns in the rival state have little red flags, but the state, so you know if you're going to be attacking another state member. All right. Someone's already gathering on that silver. Let's come right here and take a look. All right, there's a level 4 silver. All right, so this is close to some active players. It looks like they're shielded. So I don't want to really gather right there. I'm not trying to run and hide. I just want to make this a little easier for me. There's a 4, there's a 4. Lots of 4s. I could hit some dead towns, but I didn't really deplete my resources. Right, there's a 5. So let's jump right next to this 5. And I'm just going to send one march, okay? And I'm going to quick select. So this is what the other player was saying, is if he really occupies a lot on the tile. So when you quick select, to get all of the resources on this tile, I only need 15,105 troops to occupy this, to get all of the silver. So what the other player was saying is that he puts a lot, as much as he can on the full tile. So if someone tile hits him, they can actually have troops defending it. So we'll watch. All right. Alrighty. So the question that I had earlier was the cross-state teleport, how long it lasts. And it shows right there that the cross-state warrant only lasts 3 hours. So I can be over here for 2 hours and 47 more minutes. So that's how you know when you're going to be popped back over. All right. So, let's see. Is there a 4 around here? I should have had 2 different ones so I could show you that there are different. It takes longer to do smaller ones. All right, that's a big boy. Big boy there. All right, so I already have a march out. All of these people are gathering, but I'm assuming that these guys are are sleeping. So what I'm going to do is pop over here, right here, because I have completed my march to the level 5. So the reason why I'm doing this is because I want to show you how the difference in between the sizes of the silver will affect how fast your troops will gather them. Ah, crap. My items. I have the 7-day carriage that I forgot to use because I'm stupid. All right. I forgot to apply that before I started because there are benefits from having it. All right. So what I'm looking at after... All right. So in the upper right-hand corner where you're seeing the coin being collected, it goes between the time it will take and the amount it is gathering. So the one that's a level 5 is already at 4.4 thousand. The 2 and the 3, the level 2 and the 3, are gathering a little slower. So you'll notice that the 2 is actually gathering even slower than the 3. So if you want to gather faster, you have to find the bigger coin tiles. So the higher level the coin, the higher level the tile, so it doesn't matter if it's silver, food, wood, iron. It doesn't matter the size of it, or excuse me, it doesn't matter the, I forgot what I was going to say. It does matter the size of it to make it so that you will collect faster, if that makes sense. So because I'm collecting on a level 5, it is gathering faster. All right, so I'm already at 6,000 on the level 5. So even though I've collected enough in all 3 of these different marches, if I pull all of them back when they all equal 10,000, I will not get the points because I can only collect the points getting 10,000 on each individual tile. Does that make sense? I'm not sure if that makes sense. So that's why a lot of people focus strictly on gathering silver because it's the most points. So technically I could send another march out to this other level 2 that's right next to me and start collecting on that as well. And that's kind of what she wrote. So I hopefully no one tile hits me while we're doing this because that level 5 is way up here. Looks like there's actually quite a few deads. I could drop shields and hit deads too. But this guy's pretty big. I don't really want to risk it, but he's probably sleeping because most people that aren't like look at all these towns from my state that are gathering, you know? So lots of people gathering. All right, so the level 5 is almost ready to get points. So this is what I do. I will recall troops after it hits 10,000, which is an odd thing that I do, but it guarantees that I'll get at least the one set of points. So what I do is recall, and then I received those points. Okay? So I received 1,500 points by collecting from the silver. And then I'll occupy again. Sometimes if I'm far away from one of my tiles that I'm gathering, I'll leave a march open to be like the filler march. I'll recall, but send a march while the recalled march is coming back, if that makes sense. So the next one that's going to be reaching 10,000 is going to be the level 3 that I had started at. And it's this one. So I have collected 5.4K in this one. But it is slower. It is gathering slower. I'm already at almost 3,000 on the level 5. So do you see why it's a benefit to gather faster on larger tiles, but at the same time it is also more susceptible to be tile hit because people are watching those bigger silver tiles, as well as pre-SVS, preparing for SVS. Something that people do is gather as much as they can on a tile and leave it with 9,999 pieces in each of those tiles, so that the other state, if they were to come in, wouldn't be able to get points on gathering on that tile. But it prevents the game from spawning new tiles because it won't spawn unless the tile is completely depleted. The nuances to this game, the ins and outs, are endless. There's so much to this game. It's quite fun to learn all of the ins and outs. So I'm looking on the right here. I'm almost to 7,000, and the bottom one's at almost 4,000. The one at the top is at 4,000. So as you can see, level 5 is gathering much faster. I mean, it's just slow going. All right, so we will just keep plugging away here. Looks like someone needs some help, so just do that. All right, so we have about 2.5 thousand left on this one, and I'm gonna wait till this one is depleted, or excuse me, at the 10,000 mark before I recall it, and then I'll show you what I do. As I recall, I have one more march that's left open. I will recall and let my troops get maybe 1 or 2 seconds away from the tile, and then I'll select it again and send another march. I'm kind of wasting teleports. I don't want to waste more teleports in this particular example, because I could teleport back and then my march would be slower. But I'm going to show you what I do when they're a little bit further away. We just have to literally wait until it builds up to 10,000. But it's definitely lots of benefits from gathering. These guys aren't doing what I do, building it up to 10,000. But it is rather fun. So for just this example, I'll show you what I do once this reaches 10,000. So we'll just keep watching it. I hope you guys are enjoying these videos. I'm actually enjoying making them. All of your feedback has been awesome. I've had a lot of people request things, and I am trying to get the best information to help a lot of you for questions that I'm not well versed in. Like I tell you a lot, I'm a farmer. I'm not a fighter. I do know some stuff about fighting and different things here and there, but I've also learned as I go, and I like to share my knowledge to help you. And so if you want to find fun in farming and doing that, and then learning the tricks here and there to get the most points in specific events, or the tricks of getting points here and there without actually fighting and doing that, then that is something that I'm happy to help with. All right, the tile is at over 10,000, so what I'm going to do is recall my troops. And so I'm going to let the march go a little bit. Then I'm going to click on the tile, and I'm going to select occupy. So I'm going to occupy it. It is going to be a 10-minute march, going there and coming back. So, my so that's what I was telling you. Whenever I recall, I'm getting the points because I took that back, but I want to also not have to wait 10 minutes for the march to come back and then send another march, and so it'll be 10 minutes. So I'm sending a march while my march is recalling, if that makes sense. All right. There's lots of things to do here and there. I hope you guys are enjoying these tutorials. I'm going to end this little section, and I'm going to let my town continue to collect, and I'm going to just let it auto teleport back. And if I get tile hit, I get tile hit. That's part of the game. All right, I hope you guys are having a great day, and I'll see you in just a little bit. We'll talk about some other stuff. Thanks. All right, everyone. Our SVS is almost over. It looks like we have just a little bit over an hour. I don't know why it's not popping up. Refreshing. So I'm going to go ahead and open a bunch of gifts that have been given to all of us. A lot of the people in our alliance are not fighting this SVS, so most of them are getting outlaw kills so that they can still get points. Now, something that I have been doing, which I touched on in previous segments of this video, is that I am donating points to other alliance members, but what I ended up doing is donating points from my farms, and I have one more my bank to do for outlaw kills. I'm donating the points to my two main, Georgie and Knitter, but then I still have points left over, so I am going to donate them to my newest account, KG Fold 3. The reason being is because when you guys have the point system, you can get in the goals tab all these rewards for reaching the points. And so I'm not going to be able to get 136,000 points for this account, but I can share what I get from this, because I will also get the rewards by earning points with this account. So I'll probably get up to, probably, I'm thinking, between the 4th and 5th level. I wish you could see my finger, but between the 6,000 and the 68,000. I might even get just a little bit over the 68,000. So whenever I am going to kill outlaws, I use my stamina, and so I need to get stamina. So I go into the My Items loyalty store, and I'm gonna buy some sheriff stamina. Okay, I only have enough loyalty points to get just a couple, and so I'm probably not gonna actually have very much for stamina. And I won't be able to do very much. But I already have some in my list that I can use and apply to my stamina. My last account that I had, my food farm, I hadn't been using my loyalty points, and so I had almost 220,000 stamina that I could get. But I actually have a little bit of gold, so I might use a little bit of gold to get some more stamina. I'm going to show you how I do that. So I only need a little bit more, about 7,000 more points to get all the full rewards in KG Fold 3. And so that's mainly what my focus is going to be on. If I don't get the full point value for this account, I want to still be able to have 7,000 to donate to my KG Fold account. All right, so what I'm going to do is go into the SVS banner, and I'm going to enter rival state. It'll take me straight to their main government building right in the middle of the map in their state. Then I'm going to come over here, and I have been kind of hitting on all of these outlaws over here. So I'm going to move. Okay, use. So as you could see, I had 9 cross-state teleports that you can only use during SVS, and that's because I haven't really played the last couple SVSs with my accounts because I've been busy with work or other things happening, because it happens on Saturday night starting at 6 p.m. to Sunday night at 6 p.m. Actually, I think it's like 7 or 8 p.m. So the 24-hour mark is between really some of the busier times on my weekend schedule. All right. So I currently have 64,832 in stamina. I do not have research for to kill a level 4 minion, so the highest research I have is a level 3. So I'm going to attack. As you watched my outlaw video earlier, if you did, what I'm doing is I'm going to kill quite a few birds with one stone. I'm going to be able to upgrade some of my heroes by hitting the minions outlaws, and I'm going to be able to get personal points for SVS, and I'm going to get state points, and I'm going to get alliance points. So that's quite a few things that I'm going to get done. And on top of that, I will be donating some of the points that I get to not only my KG Fold account, but I'm going to donate some points to my sister's account because she usually doesn't play very much on SVS. All right. So as you saw, I clicked all 1 heroes, and in one hit, they all upgraded to level 4. And so I am going to just continue to upgrade the lower heroes so that I can get their benefits as they grow bigger. I'll do another video about the heroes to focus on when you're doing farms. Also, the sheriff gear. I think I'm going to make 2 separate videos when it comes to that because it will be easier to explain, and hopefully shorter videos might help you guys watch them more. I know this is going to be a long video, and I will be doing an AVA video because it's definitely beneficial. What I love about the game is that there's so many different levels to train yourself to be a better fighter. You have Gang of Bandits, where you create a rally and you work as a team to kill and defeat the Gang of Bandits. Then they added the new Wicked game, which I feel like is a step between Outlaws and Gang of Bandits, because you don't need to have a rally set to them, but it's between, you need help. You can't complete it by yourself. And so I feel like you have the Outlaws, then the Wicked Gang, then the Gang of Bandits, and then you have Bull Gang, which you're constantly being attacked, and you learn how to reinforce other team players, and you still have to rally on their armory, and you get points in that. And then you have another step up is AVA. Actually, another step up after that is Ghost Town. Maybe Ghost Town is between Gang of Bandits and Bull Gang. I mean, those of you that have played, what are your opinions on that? But then there is Ghost Town, there is Bull Gang, and then there's AVA, and then there's SVS, and then there's just pure using all of those skills that you can develop from all of those different events to then just fight people and get government buildings in your own state on a regular basis. And so there's so many aspects to this game, and those that focus solely on simply just fighting, I feel like they're losing a lot of the things that they can get out of this game. Like I said, and I will keep saying, I'm a farmer. I focus on farming. I focus on helping other people grow so that they can actually become great fighters. And even though I'm not a fighter, I still can use some of the skills that I've developed to help our other team members become better fighters. And maybe other people like you guys that are watching these are going to benefit from them and find enjoyment in the game in other ways, because so many people get frustrated with getting hit and zeroed all the time. Yeah, I mean, you do need to be very vigilant in making sure you have your shield up, especially in states that people are constantly hunting. It is frustrating sometimes when you're not able to go hunt dead towns without being hit all the time. It is frustrating, but at the same time, there's other ways to have fun. All right. It is going to take a little bit to get this depleted, but you can already see that my lowest level heroes now are some of them are 8s, and so if you remember at the beginning of the video, all of my lowest level heroes were 1s, because I'm choosing them so that they can get upgraded. It's a really great tool that you can use. All right, so I have 30,000 left in stamina. As you see, I'm continually clicking so that I can get the lower level heroes so that every hit can help them upgrade, which is great. Let's see, 2 accounts ago, I upgraded all the way to level 1, one of my heroes, all the way up to level 13. That felt pretty good to be able to do that. Look, this hero is already at 10, which he was one of the lower level 1 heroes. So part of SVS, you know, I am going to click over to the banner again and look at the points that I have. So right now I have 10,400 points, which means that I can donate a little bit of my points to my other account so I can get the full benefits and all the rewards. So I'm going to donate to KG Fold 3, choose. Oh, the maximum amount that I can donate, because it won't let you donate. Like, you will still always keep 6,000 points. I always forget this whenever I'm donating. So I have to donate. I have to build up a little bit more so that I can give 7,000. So I need to get 2,600 more points and able to donate. So I'll keep hitting so I can keep getting points and keep upgrading my heroes. If I had more stamina, it does take time, which is annoying, but at the same time, that's kind of the name of the game. I've had a lot of classwork due this weekend, as well as trying to work and balance work life, school life, and being an older person in school. I need sleep. I'm not young. I'm not a young buck anymore. And I haven't been sleeping well. And so a lot of the videos have been made this past week over the evenings that I just simply can't sleep. So the more hits you get, the more points you get for SVS, personal, alliance, and state points. As you can see in the bottom left-hand corner, we have an hour and 22 minutes left in our SVS, and we are the blue side, and so we are definitely winning. There's really no chance for the other state to get enough points to do a massive comeback. There's just no time. I mean, just mathematically, if they were able to occupy every single building as of right now in both states, they wouldn't be able to get almost 2.5 million or 250 million in points. There's just no possible way. If everyone in our state would just stop playing, stop occupying, there's no possible way. Not saying that people haven't tried. I know that when we play AVA, oftentimes I'll come into AVA late and I start doing things. Now, I'm not boasting that I'm all powerful and awesome. I'm just saying, like, I'm kind of a subtle fighter. I don't go straight for the big buildings, but I'm constantly jumping around. And it depends on who we're fighting and their strategy. And I'll watch for a little bit and try to figure out what they're doing. And then I'll jump in and occupy teleport stations or the battalions and see what they do and camp a bunch. During SVS, I try to just kind of play a little subtly. I did have Knitter collecting some silver yesterday, and I left to go into some of my other accounts to kill some minions while she was gathering. And so I wasn't watching as I was gathering like I say that I usually do. And I don't know why this player didn't notice, but I was gathering on a level 5 and a few level 3s and level 2s. And this player from the other state tile hit me on the level 3 and level 2s. But because the level 5 was so far away, I guess he didn't see that I was gathering there. So when I jumped back into the account, probably like an hour and a half later, I was still gathering on the level 5 tile. And I lost like 3,000, 4,000 of my cannons that I had to revive that I was gathering on the level 3 and level 2. So it was just really funny because I ended up getting, I think it was 170,000 silver pieces. And so I was able to get like 17 times 1,500, because that's what you get for every 10,000 that you pull from a tile of silver. And so I ended up getting a lot more points by just waiting there on the level 5. So he just didn't notice where my town was when he tile hit the smaller ones that I was on. So that's a strategy that I didn't even know I was doing. So I was just very, very, very far away from the tiles that he ended up hitting. All right. So I don't have any stamina left, and I'm not going to buy any more. And so I've reached my max amount of points that I'm going to get from this account. I'm going to donate 7,000 to my small account so I can get the full advantage of the gifts, because I'm kind of set a goal that I don't want to use any I don't want to buy any gold in my newest account. And the more that I can have donated or getting from gifts and whatever, I'm going to use that. So let's jump into KG Fold 3. Okay. I just want to make sure that I calculated that right in my head. So go over to the banner and goals. Oh, I need 42,000 more. Man, I calculated that completely wrong. I'm kind of dumb. Bummer. So I need 42 more thousand to get 3, the final goal. So it is what it is. No worries. But I still got quite a bit of rewards. And as you can see, I'm already at 15,576, and that's the gold that I have just from Alliance gifts, the SVS donation points, and other things. So that's definitely very helpful whenever you're growing a new account, being part of an alliance that is active and constantly giving points. And as you can see, we're almost at gift level 17, so that's a really exciting things for that. Hey, and one of my friends from the alliance just messaged me and was asking about points. So maybe if I ask her to donate points to KG Fold 3, she'll be able to donate points. I'm going to ask her to donate some points to my sister as well, because I think that would be pretty awesome. All right, we are for sure going to be winning this SVS, so another section of this video will be once we've won and the gold tiles have spawned. I'll talk about those and the rewards from those and my opinions on those. All right, so I'll see you in just a little bit. All right, so our state did win, and it won by quite a few points, but this is the notification we get that the gold mines have been awarded. So I'm going to go and jump on a couple gold mines. Now there are quite a few already taken because they spawned a few hours ago. I was in the middle of working, so I couldn't jump on them. So most likely it will be pretty difficult to find one near our hive. There's one right there. It's a level 5. So when I click on it, I'm going to click occupy, and it doesn't fully fill it up. But for these gold ones, it's not really that big of a deal because it takes forever just to collect from these gold mines. I'm actually going to switch to Knitter, which is my bigger account. So there's several gold mines that were around here. There's one I'm going to jump on with Knitter. Click select. It'll collect all 3 of them, or 3,000 of them. And I don't have as much gold in Knitter. I don't really keep gold in her. I wish I wouldn't spend as much on gold, but it is what it is. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but in the game, when you are looking at a tile that's been occupied, if there's the blue or teal diamond above it, that means that someone from your alliance is on that tile. You can click on the tile and it'll tell you who is on it and how much is left on it. For those tiles that are orange, another alliance is on it. Like that one right there. Dirty Frank from Buko is on it. So that's how you can tell if someone's on your tile or someone's on a tile or not, and if it's your own person or not. Oh look, that guy jumped right next to that gold. I just came into the game a little bit too late after the gold spawned, so it is what it is. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Vern? I also might just go somewhere else to see if I could jump on some gold. I'm currently marching to that one. I could speed up my marches. But look, there's a 3. There's a 4 right next to each other. But there's another 4. Another 3. There's lots of gold up here. Goodness gracious. Lots of little ones. But the problem with the gold is that it takes so long to collect it that it's going to monopolize your gathers for a couple days. So here's 3 4s close together. So I'm going to speed up my march. I know it looks wasteful. I got these in a pack or something. Okay, so once I speed up the march and it occupies that 1 5, I'll show you how long it actually takes to collect that gold. Then I'm going to jump over here, which is 237 miles away. And I'm going to use 3 marches because I'm on the Alliance. I'm collecting wood on the Alliance logging already. So I only have 3 marches available after that one. A lot of people don't think it's worth it to collect the gold because it takes so long to get it. So in about 7 seconds, you'll see how long it's going to take to occupy a level 5 gold mine. So you see that? It's going to take a day and 4 hours. It's crazy. All right, so we're going to move here. And so you can teleport when you have your troops occupying other tiles, but after they've occupied the tiles. So I am going to occupy all of these. But say if I wanted to teleport while I had marches in mid-March, I wouldn't be able to move because you need to recall all your marches first. And so that's why I had to wait for that march to get to that other one. But as you can see, I have my marches are still on those tiles, even though they're hundreds of kilometers away. So, I mean, that's something that you can do to lessen your march speed. And I don't care about the marches coming back. That's not as big of a deal to me. All right, so even though these tiles are smaller and hold less gold, it's going to take longer to collect from them because they're smaller. I don't know why that is. I simply don't know why that is. But it is what it is. All right, so that's the kind of end part of SVS once you've won. It's nice to win. It's nice to have these gold because once I collect all of those, that's going to be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's going to be 10,000 some odd in gold. That's pretty cool. 10,800 pieces of gold that I'm going to have in a couple of days, which is sad that it takes that long. But it is the price of winning, I guess. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Like I said, I'm a farmer, so I'm showing you things that I do as a farmer. I can fight with Knitter and Georgie. I don't have as much of a desire to fight with my accounts as some other people do. But I hope to get bigger and bigger and fight more and more. But I feel like I have to get bigger in order to have a fighting chance. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments. If you have suggestions, leave them in the comments. I'd love to hear your feedback. And just remember, I am trying to stay positive in all of this. So if you leave negative comments, I will delete them because we don't need no negative Nancys. All right, guys, have a good one. Bye.